All praises due to the Most High, family. We back with another Acres anime review. I just finished watching To Be Hero X episode 18. And so this was kind of just like a retelling of the past couple episodes, except for a little more explanation about this Mickey character, who I'm having trouble remembering like his involvement in the story before this, but he's obviously got some ulterior motives. Is it ulterior? But he got something up his sleeve, and he's kind of coordinating and orchestrating all of the events that are going on right now behind this research survey, right? So the episodes start with the conclusion of Little Johnny and Big Johnny versus Vortex. And long story short, Vortex cannot handle Big Johnny. If you're a Naruto fan, this kind of reminded me of Pain versus Naruto, because anyway, if you remember that fight, then you remember why. You know, but Vortex trying to entrap Big Johnny and all those rocks and everything looked like Naruto achieving six-tail Kurama form versus Pain. But anyhow, Big Johnny's like unstoppable, you know, because Vortex is X at the time of that fight. He's a top hero. So of course this is like breaking news to everybody, and this puts Little Johnny on the map in terms of a big boost into his trust value and him entering the rankings and being eligible for like the ranking tournament, right? So because he's a 9-year-old boy at the time, everybody's like, wow, he can control this beast, and this beast handled the top hero. So maybe he can be developed and nurtured into another top hero. But because Little Johnny's motivation for getting stronger and becoming a hero is basically to take down Vortex, because he thinks that Vortex took his father out. So when Vortex dies from a plane crash, this basically eliminates Little Johnny's motivation to continue and get into the ranking tournament. He wanted to make the ranking tournament, fight Vortex, and make him tell him the truth behind Vortex and his father's conflict, and if he was the one that really took him out or not. Now this retelling, this recap of the past couple episodes really suggests that Ghostblade was actually the one that took his father out, at least to me. The fact that Ghostblade was watching this fight between Vortex and Big Johnny, and he got a text from somebody saying, hey, don't do anything unnecessary. That to me hinted that Ghostblade was the one that did it, right? And then because of DJ Shindig's appearance with the like he showed up where the research team was setting up camp, and basically we seen where Little Johnny took off, right? While Ghostblade was fighting DJ Shindig in the past couple episodes, Little Johnny, well, first it was Big Johnny. Big Johnny ran off, and so Little Johnny was following him, but it turns out that they pulled up right by their childhood home. And so he's seeing like the same evidence of somebody fighting his dad at the time, right? So I don't know if DJ Shindig's power is making him imagine this battle damage again, or if it's still there remaining from that time, because this is like 15, I think they said 15 years ago at this point, right? But so I think he's about to come across some more evidence that it was not Vortex that took his dad out, and it was in fact Ghostblade. That's just what I'm thinking at the moment, but I could be wrong. But so because they're recapping all this information, we seen that this guy Mickey is behind Queen going out and being in the same area. He wants to send her on a vacation, which we seen happened. And maybe I should just go back and rewatch that episode. But I think when Queen and Cyan was going on this vacation trip, I think it was Big Johnny that, because I remember that cliffhanger. I just don't remember if it was Big Johnny or not. But I think it was Big Johnny that was this big old kaiju thing that was a cliffhanger for Cyan and Queen going out on that trip. And so I think we're explaining all the context around that, and we about to get back to that. But so this guy Mickey, who is Queen's uncle, obviously has he's got some plan that he's trying to take advantage of. So he made sure that Queen was out there. He understands that the research team is going to the spaceship to do some research. He understands that Ghostblade's gonna be out there. He understands that Little Johnny's out there. And so he's trying to inflame some conflict between these other like hero agencies, because he sees some way that he can take advantage of it. Now, I got a question as to why Lou, who is Queen's dad and apparently Mickey's brother, I want to know why he went along with it, because he kind of didn't like. He was kind of suspecting that Mickey was up to something, and he didn't really like that he was coordinating this in the way that he was, right? And so Mickey looked back at Lou and was like, well, I'm sending you on this vacation, talking to Queen, now that you're recovered. But ultimately, this is what Mickey is saying. Ultimately, it's you and your dad's decision. So that leads us to believe that Lou signed off on this, even though he feels uneasy about what's going on. But so, that was really it was just a recap. This episode was a recap of the past couple episodes, with the added context that Mickey is kind of behind the scenes scheming along, right? And so, but we also did notice that at the time that Little Johnny met Ghostblade, when they're being told that they're going on a mission together, I don't know if we saw that at the original time that they met, but Big Johnny obviously was feeling some type of aggression towards Ghostblade. And I think that he can just sense that Ghostblade is suspicious for some reason. Big Johnny probably sensed that Ghostblade was in the area back in the Gap when he was fighting Vortex. Right? So I don't know. I think this next episode, we're finally going to see the culmination of all this context and preparation around this research mission, right? And I still don't know who this masked person is that pulled up when Lolly took out Shindig and he was infected with the fear. There was some masked character that we know nothing about. I don't know nothing about. And so we still haven't really got any explanation around him. But so that was the episode, family. I don't know. Maybe I'm just confused. Maybe I'm missing some details. If y'all know details that I left out or forgot, or am I misunderstanding, then y'all got to let me know in the comments or something. Like help clear that up for me. But that's it. I want to see how all this wrap up, because Queen was left off on a cliffhanger. We got Ghostblade involved, but he can't say anything, so we don't know what he knows. And now we're talking about Little Johnny, Big Johnny. So obviously they all tied together somehow. So I need to see that. But peace and love, family. That's another Acres Anime review. All praises due to the Most High.